Good morning, everybody. It's JD. I'm out in the shop this morning having a little bit of coffee. I just got a little bit left in there. It's a cold morning here in Franklin, Tennessee. It's about 30 degrees outside and not much going on in the shop. I thought I'd do a little video this morning to kind of show you some things you can do just to kind of keep your tools in a decent shape. Now, I was never blessed with a killer tool set. A lot of the tools that I have, I inherited from my dad and from my grandfather. And a lot of these tools are as old as I am. And I admit that in my youth, I probably didn't take care of them as best that I could. There was probably several of these tools that have spent the night in the yard, in the driveway, out in the rain, and things like that. And that's a terrible way to treat tools. Even the cheapest tools, maybe not the cheapest, but even inexpensive tools will last a long time if you just take care of them. So I was out here this morning in my tool drawer, and I was just looking through all of the different kinds of pliers that I have, from channel lock pliers to these great kind of blunt nose ones with the cutoffs. I don't know what those are called. These are called dikes. They are great for cutting small things. Lots of different varieties of the same thing. And then these are known as needle nose pliers. Needle nose pliers, obviously because of the needle nose. I've got just a couple of different things, junk, we don't need that, in the drawer, and I want to show you just a quick way to keep them in shape, because especially these type, they will lock up on you, and you'll end up throwing them away and buying new ones for no reason. Okay, so these two products, this is a 3-in-1 oil. And I use that to lubricate tools, and I mean, you use that for everything. Drop a couple of drops of that into your air tools before you and after that you use them, and all of your pneumatic tools will last much longer, and they'll actually they'll work a lot better because there's no internal friction inside them. And then this is a product that Gunk has made for years called Super Penetrant, and it's the drip kind, not the spray kind. The spray kind, it's just really messy. It sprays. And it sprays everywhere and far. It makes a great wasp killer, just PS, if you ever have wasps. So I like to use this 3-in-1 oil, and the way you would do that is when you find a tool that doesn't really work that good, it's pretty stiff, you can get down inside here, see if I can kind of show you, and put you a drop of oil down inside there. Now that oil is pretty thick, so it's not really going to go in very far. So you start working it, and then you take a little bit of this Gunk Super Penetrant, and you let that penetrant drive that stuff through there, and automatically, I mean, it's like butter, as they say. But that's how you, a little bit of oil and a little bit of that Super Penetrant will really, and then you can kind of help it to kind of wipe down your tools, kind of keep them clean. And then you've even got cheap tools. And I mean, there will probably be people who comment about my cheap tools online, but even these cheap tools will last a long time if you'll take care of them and keep them oiled. And so I go through those every so often and try to find those that are not working so great, that have maybe been abused just a little bit, and I give them a little love with a little 3-in-1 and a little Gunk Super Penetrant. And if you'll do that, your tools will last much longer. Hey, another good use for that Super Penetrant. So I've got a ton of these around the shop. You always need to have eye protection. They get nasty. They end up laying on the shelf, and a lot of things in the shop are, when you spray paint and things like that, it'll all kind of settle on the inside. And you can see this is just cruddy. But this Super Penetrant is not only a great way to release stuck bolts and screws. This is like it's like a universal solvent. It will dissolve nearly everything. You know, you wouldn't want to get it on a paint of your car, but when you get it inside something that was just absolutely nasty and stuck on, and work it just a little bit into those things. You can even clean glass. Now this is going to have kind of a greasy film on it that you'll clean off with some Windex, but Windex would have never taken that off, would have never made that clean again. And now you've got these shop glasses again that you can use and just think about using your solvents in your shop for cleaning products, because that's really what cleaning products are. They're solvents. They'll dissolve sediments that are on the product. So try a little of that stuff, and you can see much cleaner than it was.